Running a painting business can be extremely, extremely stressful. You have to be the guy that wears so many different hats. You have to be good at marketing. You have to be good at sales. You got to make sure that your crews are busy. You got to be good at painting itself. You got to be good at dealing with customers. There are so many different things that you have to do and hats that you have to wear as a painting business owner. But there is one that can make or break your business, and that is sales. If you do not have jobs coming in and jobs that are closing, you don't have a business. You can't keep your crews busy, you can't pay your bills, and you can't make money. Sales is the oxygen, the lifeline of the business. Without sales, it really makes it challenging to run a business or really do anything. And if sales are not coming in, it can be pretty stressful. Figuring out why this is happening. Is it the season? Is it my crew? Are we not doing good enough work? Are our ads not working? What the heck is going on? But if you are in this situation, I'm going to break down the 3 potential problems that you could be having and the reason why you could be in this situation. Now, there are a couple things that need to happen in order for you to close a job. Okay. Very first thing that needs to happen is you need to get a lead. Somebody needs to find you on Google, see your Facebook ad, or get you from a referral. That person needs to become a lead. That's the very first step. Step 2 is that lead needs to become an estimate. Maybe they speak to you on the phone a little bit about their project. You guys decide that you're a good fit to work together and that you want to go out to their property to give them an official estimate on what you have going on. That is step 2. You can't do a job, you can't close a job without giving them an estimate first. So that is the second thing that needs to happen. And then step 3 is that estimate needs to be closed. You have to be good at sales, you have to be good at presenting, and you have to close that estimate into a high-paying job. There are 3 things that need to happen. That lead needs to come in, that lead needs to be turned into an estimate, and that estimate needs to be closed. So I'm going to dive in and show you how you can identify what the problem is and how you can fix it. There are 3 different types of problems that you could be having that are causing you not to get sales and not to make money. And we're going to go over all 3 of them, and I'm going to show you what they look like and how you can fix it. So, number 1, let's go over this scenario, okay? Let's say you get 5 leads per month. 40% of those, you have a 40% set rate, which means that 2 of those leads become booked estimates. 2 of those you go out to give a quote to, and then 50% of those you close. So you close 1 job off of 2 estimates. You get 5 phone calls this month. That turns into 2 estimates. That turns into 1 closed job. Okay? Pretty standard, pretty normal, and you might be looking something like this. Now, this right here is just a marketing problem. Okay? You just aren't getting enough leads in the door. Those leads are turning into estimates, those leads are getting closed into jobs, but you're just not getting enough leads. 5 leads a month, you're not going to close all of those. They're not all going to become estimates. So you just need more leads. If this was 10, 20, 100, you would have a lot easier time and you wouldn't be as stressed in this situation. So this right here is a marketing problem. So in this situation, it would be a great idea to run more ads on Facebook, on Google, and just get more people in the door. This is a second type of problem that you could be having. Now, this is an appointment setting problem. Let's go over this scenario. Let's say you were in scenario 1, you had a marketing problem. You started running ads, okay? You're running ads in the wealthy parts of the town. They're good people that you're reaching, but you're just not getting a lot of estimates still. You got 30 leads per month. These are quality because they're in the right areas, in the proper areas that you want to be doing business with, good neighborhoods and things like that. You have 3 booked estimates from those leads, but you close 2 jobs per month at a 66% closing rate. So you got 30 leads in, 10% of those became estimates, and then 66% of those got closed. So you're closing jobs, that's good, but your set rate is just not there. You're getting a lot of people in the door, but for some reason, there's some resistance between these two things right here. You're getting people, you're getting phone calls, but they're just not getting booked into estimates. What's going on here? Okay, now there could be a couple of things. Number one, speed to lead. When people are calling you, are you or your secretary, are they answering the phone right away? When somebody fills out a form on your website or on Facebook, are you calling them within 5 minutes? Speed is super, super, super important. Realistically, if somebody calls you and they want to get a quote for a job and you don't answer the phone, they're just going to go right back on Google and call the next person on the list. They probably have zero ties to your business specifically, and they just want to get the job done. So if you don't answer the phone, it's going straight to the next guy. The biggest reason that we see with most people that are having a problem booking appointments is it is speed. Another recommendation that I would give here is sell the appointment. Don't try to sell the job. Now, I understand that there might need to be a little bit of pre-qualifying on the phone. However, the job is not to pitch them on the phone. Sell the estimate, get the salesperson out there, and actually meet them, shake their hand. There are plenty of times that our clients and friends of mine have gone to do a small job, and that turns into a very large job. So sell the estimate on the phone, not the job. Just get you or one of your guys out there to meet them and shake their hand and start that process. I see a lot of people that try to jump the gun way too early, and they try to sell somebody a $10,000 job over the phone after talking to them for 5 minutes. Sales is kind of like dating. You can't just run up to somebody and ask them to marry you. Sales is kind of like dating. You can't just run up to somebody and ask them to marry you, okay? You have to smile at them, wave at them, take them out to coffee, and then date them. Now, if you are getting leads from Google and Facebook, I wanted to throw this little PS in here on what to kind of expect for set rate and what is considered a goal or a good set rate. For Facebook leads, you're going to get a lot more of them, but your set rate's going to be a little lower. It's going to be probably around 30% if you are doing a really good job at setting those appointments. That's kind of the goal for Facebook, is 30% set rate. Google, you're going to get a lot less leads, but they will be a little higher quality and they're going to be more expensive. But those Google leads, you can expect 50% or greater on a set rate, assuming you're doing everything that you need to be doing to answer the phone, qualify them and kind of book that right into an estimate there. So all being said, this is an appointment setting problem. It may be you or your salesperson or the person on the phone, your secretary, needs a little bit more training on how to set appointments. The last problem that you could be having is a sales problem itself. Let's go over what this could look like. If you are getting 30 leads per month, you're setting 40% of those into appointments. That gives you 12 appointments, but you only close one job from those. You go to 12 estimates. You shake their hand, you build out a nice quote, you build rapport, and you give them the quote for that job. And you only close one of those jobs out of 12. That is an 8% closing rate. This is a sales problem. What that means is that you or the person who is estimating those jobs for you probably needs a little bit more training or a little bit of help in order to get better at sales so that they can close more of those jobs for you. These are the 3 things that need to happen and kind of the numbers that you want to look for at these spots. For a closing rate, I would shoot for 25% or above on a closing rate. It doesn't need to be crazy as 50%, but it should not be below 10%. That's pretty low. All in all, if you can close 25 or more percentage of jobs, then I think you're going to be in a pretty good spot here. But what I want to point out here is if you can just make one small change to one of these, then your numbers will get so much better. Think about it like this, right here. If you can raise this up, if you can close one more job here out of these 12 estimates, if you can just close one more, that's an extra $5,000 or $10,000 per month that you are making. If you can only bring this closing rate up a little bit, then that makes all of your numbers look so much better. And the same thing with all of the other numbers on this list. If you can just tweak one metric just a little bit, you can get a little better. You can get your closing rate up from 8% to 20% or 25%. You're closing 2 or 3 times as many jobs. So one small change in this flow here really makes a big difference. What we do for all of our clients here at Taurify is we take care of these first two for you. So we generate all the leads on Facebook and Google. Once those leads come in, we have a team of appointment setters that calls them, qualifies them, and books them into estimates so that you, as the business owner, can focus on this one right here. You can focus on the closing rate. You can get better at sales, and you can focus on closing the jobs. And all these problems I've talked to you about today are problems that we have seen with clients and we have helped to fix for them and with them. And if you would like to learn about what that would look like to have us take care of all of your leads and book all of those estimates for you, then I encourage you to go down below and click on the link, and you can book a call with me and I can show you what that would look like. It's a discovery call. We'll get into the details about how we can set all this up for you and show you more details about what that would look like. We want you all to be crushing it this year, but we cannot do that if we don't have sales in the door. The season is coming up and you don't want to be left behind. I hope this video helps you all to solve your sales problems and get a little bit better. My name is Caleb. I'm the founder of Taurify, and I hope to see you in the next one.